So a few weekends ago, I was in Palm Springs with my friends. We had an event there, and then after that, I hosted a dinner for everybody, and I didn't know what to make. And so I was like, I wanted something easy that I can make quick, and I don't have to be slaving in the kitchen. I want to hang out with them and do some shenanigans. I wanted to make something tasty and that is easy to make. So I remember about this dish that is called chicken cordon bleu, but it's not breaded. So I wanted to show it to you because people were coming by the kitchen, and when they were eating, they were saying, this feels like Thanksgiving, but there's no dry turkey. So that gave me the idea of making this dish for the channel. And so here we are. I think you're gonna love it because you can feed a lot of people, and you don't have to slave in the kitchen. You know, turkey takes hours and it's mostly dry because the breast cooks faster than the thighs or the legs. So this is just easy and it's tasty. So once you serve this to your family, nobody's going to want dry turkey ever again. So that's cool because it's tasty and it's easier, it's better. So you have more time to be with your family, which is what the holidays are all about, at least for me. So let's go, let's go. In this video, I will show you how to make chicken cordon bleu as they serve it in weddings and quinceañeras in my hometown of Ensenada. They serve it with a garden salad and mashed potatoes, but I use cauliflower this time. So let's get started. For this recipe, you're going to need boneless, skinless chicken thighs, Swiss cheese, bacon, carrots, celery and onions, and powdered chicken bouillon. I'm going to start by separating the amount of cheese that I'm going to need and the amount of ham, and I'm going to slice it. And the reason I want to separate it is because of cross-contamination, because once I'm handling the raw chicken with my hands, I don't want to go back to the new package and contaminate that. So I like to separate it and slice it to size. For the ham, I cut it in thirds, and the Swiss cheese, I cut it in half. I also separate the chicken bouillon because I don't want to go back to the container and because of the raw chicken thing. So once I have everything set up, I just season my chicken with chicken bouillon, and then I put, there's actually 3 slices of chicken per serving, so it's not just 1 slice of ham. I'm sorry, ham. So I put 3 slices, but they're thin so you can see them. Then the slice of cheese, roll it up, and then just go with the bacon, just go all around, and that's pretty much it. After you're done rolling, put them in the Pyrex, and then after that you can put a layer of saran wrap. This is the commercial version of it, but you can use any plastic film on top of it. This is going to help it make it a seal, so it's going to be more juice for you to make the gravy. After that, just put a sheet of foil and seal it tight, and then now you can put it in the oven to bake 350 until the chicken is done. So it's gonna take approximately 20 minutes. Once it's done baking, you can take it out and remove the foil and the plastic cover. The reason I do this extra step is because I want to do gravy. But if you want to do like a cream of mushroom on top, you can do that and skip the step. And instead of using the Pyrex with the cover foil, you can just cook them directly on a cookie sheet. But since I wanted the gravy, I did it this way. But once they're cooked, I'm going to put them on a baking sheet just to toast the the bacon, because otherwise it's going to be soggy and that's not good to eat. I mean, it just doesn't have a nice texture. So we're just going to toast them, okay? So just put them on a sheet and put them back in the oven until they're toasted. To slice the veggies, I'm going to use a small dice. So first of all, I'm going to cut the ends, and then I'm going to cut the celery stalks in half. I'm going to cut alongside to make little strips, and then I'm going to go the other way to just make the small dice. Once I'm done with this, it's the same procedure to make the carrots. I like to make the first slice and then make a flat surface. So I turn it around and then make the more slices, and then I make the strips. And then once I'm done doing the strips, then I cut the other way to make the dice. It's very easy to do. For the onions, it's very similar. I just cut a slice, and then I make some lines on it, and then I cut the other way. The technique is the same. It's just different vegetable. I'm going to start with the gravy, and instead of using fat like oil or butter or anything, I'm just using a little bit of the fat that was rendered by the bacon. So that's what I'm using to start. And now I'm just going to sweat the vegetables. You can see how it's like the small dice. I'm going to add a little bit of my garlic paste. The recipes on this channel is the first recipe that I posted, so you can go back and look it up. And just keep cooking the vegetables. Once they're soft and transparent, you can add the rest of the juice from the bacon and the chicken and all the pieces of cheese, and then just let it boil until it's reduced. You can use heavy cream if you want, or you can use santam gum to thicken it. I just like to boil it until it's a little bit more concentrated, but that's an option that you can do to thicken it up. But that's it. Basically, I just let it boil, and that's how I make my gravy. So once it's done to the consistency that you want, add a little bit of spices. I'm using Italian spices here to season it a little bit. And then after it's done, just put them on a gravy bowl or however you're going to serve it, and that's it. Once the bacon is toasted, take the chicken out of the oven, and then you can just put in a platter to serve. I'm going to take the excess fat out of the gravy, and I'm going to make a garden salad that I just bought already made, and then just serve it with the gravy. I'm using this low-fat Italian dressing, and then that's it. Check this out. It was so yummy, you have no idea. Please let me know if you try it. I'll be so happy to read from you. Tag me on Instagram, leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time.